Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green. The Swindon Town Swoodly Poopers are back in the Barclays Premier League taking on the West Ham Hammers, also known as the West Ham Gonna Losers today. We need to win this game and we're going to win it. By the way, stirring turn of events, reigning in England, etc. We are second in the Barclays Premier League, but we have a game in hand over Arsenal. If we win this game, we will move up to first in the Barclays Premier League. And Derek Milborough, noted Ginger, is our referee today. Unfortunately, we are not starting Ginger Rampage. That was a mistake on my part. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about Basanta, Claus, and Zapata, our two new center backs who have anchored the Swindon Town Swoodly Pooper defense. Also, I would like to introduce you to our new goalkeeper. Fat Lucas has absolutely insisted after he gave up a goal to Wigan. He came to me in the locker room. Oh, wait, actually, we're starting Fat Lucas again. My bad. But I think that guy's on the bench. He might come in for the second half. I need you to name him. Oh, no, I don't. His name is Mark Anderson. He is the founder of Netscape and a prominent Silicon Valley entrepreneur who has also become a professional goalkeeper. So this is the kind of game that we need to win, and we're gonna find a way because the Swindon Town Swoodly Poopers want to win all the trophies. We're not content to win most of the trophies or some of the trophies. We want to win all of the trophies, and to do that, Oh no! Oh, Fat Lucas with his massive girth causes Noble to miss. So our defense has been greatly helped this season by Zapata and Basanta Claus, our two new Brazilian center backs. What I didn't know about these guys is that they have been friends since they were kids. It's interesting because when I was in the transfer window, I decided we've had great luck with Brazilian players, of course, and so I felt like it made sense to try to see if we could get some Brazilian players who maybe were a little bit under the radar in their hometown clubs, but would be interested in coming over to England to play and getting to play against some of the best competition in the world, Manchester United, Chelsea, all that stuff. And I had actually a difficult time getting like the highest quality Brazilian players. I think a lot of them, they're waiting for a big offer from a club like, oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful defending. But I'd still like to see a little more offending, if you know what I mean. They're waiting for offers from a club like Chelsea or Manchester United. Right? Okay. Oh, God, when he finally stopped his run. I wanted you to go to the middle. Ball, John Green. You're more of a target man than a take it up the... There you go. There you go. Oh, he's dispossessed. So I was having a lot of trouble, and then I decided to go for these two guys who were on the same club. They were on the same Brazilian club. They were the two best players on that Brazilian club, and they were overwhelmingly the best players on the club. And I just thought, like, there's no chance. We have no chance at these guys. Like, they're expensive. They're both players in the mid 70s in terms of their skill level, which for a Swoodly Pooper is extremely high. And but I figured, why not try? And it turns out that they had made a deal with each other that they were willing to go to a different club. They were willing to go to Europe, but only if they could go together and go to the same team, because they have been friends since they were little kids. They're both from Rio de Janeiro, and they've been friends ever since they were kids. And they'd found themselves playing in a different region of Brazil. And so they, they didn't have any particular attachment to their club, but it's a good life there and everything. But I think it's hard. Like I've said before, that like with all of the Brazilians, they tend to spend more time together with each other than they spend with other guys in the Swoodly Poopers, because they can speak Portuguese and they're just a lot more comfortable. Oh, it has to be. Oh. Ball, John Green. Ball, John Green. I thought, what if your middle name is Finisher? How come you failed to finish there? I wrote a poem. Here's Basanta Claus of the two is definitely the more. I needed the Y button there. Is definitely the more vocal and demonstrative. Gesticulates a lot. He's quickly become a leader on the team. He's even worn the captain's armband on a few occasions. And Zapata is extremely quiet, and I don't know if that's because he's not comfortable with his English or I needed to get that ball, or what. But he is quiet, not Merrick levels, not like selectively mute quiet, but he is an extremely shy, reserved person. Whereas Basanta Claus is always like yelling in his, he does speak English, but like he's always yelling. He really wants us to perform up to our capacity, and I think because he's new to the club, like he sees the potential, in a way. Like it's really hard for the guys who've been here since the League One days to imagine a world in which we win the Premier League, right? Because like we all can't help but feel like third would be great, because third would be great, But Basanta Claus, it's like, no, we're not going to finish third. We're going to win. We're going to win the Premier League. And all of the guys who have been waiting for Chelsea or Manchester United to sign them are going to feel like I'm a genius because I went and signed for Swindon Town, which turned out to be the Premier League champion Swindon Town Swiddly-Poopers. So, like, he's very passionate about that, and it's great to see.
And a fair reflection on the first 45 minutes. Yeah, I think both have been...
It was Jody. She's just calling me to tell me that she survived the storm. All of my, Jody is my agent, but also my editor and publisher, Julie Strauss-Gable, they were all, evacuated, and then, the trees down. Julie lost part of her car. Someone at Penguin had half of their house sheared off by a tree. It's just, this storm is just crazy. So anyway, hopefully she's calling and telling me she's fine. But I'll call her back in a minute. Don't worry. Ball John Green. Ball John Green with a heroic. So it's been a big part of the Swiddly-Poopers turnaround. In two off the post and in. Oh, John Green! He's big. He's tough. He has a brilliant puff. Other John Green. Oh, he saw the opening and he just took it. And then it's the best kind of goal. It's technically an own goal. If it wouldn't have gone in otherwise, yes, that is definitely an own goal. They may credit it to John Green, but you and I, Swiddly-Pooper supporters, we know in our hearts that was an own goal, my favorite kind of goal. Came right off the keeper's back. Oh, it was beautiful. There we go. Good passing. And then he's dispossessed. It's all for nothing. But we have a lead in a Swindon Town Swiddly-Pooper game, and we have Fat Lucas in goal. Notorious keeper of clean sheets, so you got to feel hopeful. So anyway, so that's been a big part of, I think, of our success this season, is that he's just so, Basanta Claus is just so passionate about the possibilities, and he's also had great support from guys like One Size Fits All, who has taken it upon himself to learn quite a bit of Portuguese so that he can talk to Basanta Claus and Zapata and Boots Wellington about strategy and just the English game in general, which is a little bit, for better and for worse, is a little bit different. I mean, the pace is a little faster. That's not a foul. I agree with you being upset. I think that was Fahey, and he was right to be mad. I like to see a little passion from the players when they've been unjustly accused of fouling. I don't want to say that that's typical anti-Ginger bias, but let's face it, it is. It's got to be! Oh, he wasn't strong enough, which is a surprise there, because he's usually very, very strong. I think that's a corner kick for the Swiddly-Poopers, though. Yep. All right, we've got S. Holden Goldfield taking it in. That's a good opportunity. That was a great ball, but we didn't have anyone there. We couldn't muscle up. It can be difficult for the Swiddly-Poopers. The other thing is that it's such a physical game, and that's true in the Brazilian league as well. But it's just it does take a little bit of getting used to the level of unnecessary slide tackling and just the speed of the strikers and everything. So it's been really it speaks. Oh no. Oh, everything's fine. It speaks to One Size Fits All's class that he's worked so hard with the guys. Because, look, there they are. They keep a great line together, too, which is huge for us. We've had way more offside calls than usual because Basanta Claus and Zapata are they're such close friends. They go back to childhood, and that they have. I don't want to say that it's like telecommunication or whatever. No, telecommunication is just when you call someone on the phone. What is it called when you? What is it called when you communicate? Telepathic communication. But it is true, and we see this with Ball John Green and other John Green all the time. It is true that when you've known someone for a long time and you have a closeness, inevitably, you're going to just pick up for each other. You're going to kind of understand the other person's strengths and weaknesses and all that stuff. And I think that's been a big part of our success in the back. I know that our critics will say, like, oh, you've given up way more goals than usual. Well, I would say part of that was El Campuchino just being clearly not ready for the quality of play in the Premier League. And then part of that is that, you can't ask a brand new back line that's new to the English Premier League to, like, overnight be brilliant. But I gotta say, I think on average, just as I was saying nice things about Basanta Claus, he had a really, really sketchy moment there, but in typical Basanta Claus fashion, he recovered nicely, and he never, he never freaked out, which is, like, that's what I'm not good at. I'm always freaking out. See, another offside call. Great example of how we hold a really tight line with Basanta Claus and Zapata in the back together, because they are, because they have known each other for so long, and it's great. It's just, and it's fun. Like, I think it's a lot more fun for them to be in England than it would be otherwise, because they still have each other and their families. By the way, Basanta Claus is married to a Brazilian girl who I have met, but only very briefly, but she seems really nice. And Zapata is not. And he was telling me that I should tell the supporters that he's single. But he's so, I don't know, he's so shy. I don't even know if he'd really like. I can't imagine going on a date with Zapata. Like, I don't even think he would talk really. But yeah, so that's the situation with them. Like I said, I've met Basanta Claus's wife. She seems very nice, and I don't know, she seems cool. So that's Basanta Claus and Zapata, and that is a 1-0 victory for the Swindon Town Swoodly Poopers. The new standard, 1-0. Congratulations to other John Green and his zombie eyes on a fantastic victory. Thank you for watching. Best wishes.